Dassault Rafale. The Dassault Rafale, literally meaning gust of wind, and burst of fire in a more military sense, is a French twin-engine, canard delta-wing, multirole fighter aircraft designed and built by Dassault Aviation. Equipped with a wide range of weapons, the Rafale is intended to perform air supremacy, interdiction, aerial reconnaissance, ground support, in-depth strike, anti-ship strike, and nuclear deterrence missions. The Rafale is referred to as an omnirole aircraft by Dassault. The Rafale was developed as a modern jet fighter. With a very high level of agility, Dassault chose to combine a delta wing with active close-coupled canard to maximize maneuverability. The aircraft's canards also act to reduce the minimum landing speed to 115 knots, 213 km per hour, 132 miles per hour, while in flight, airspeeds as low as 15 knots have been observed during training missions. In the area of life support, the Rafale is fitted with a Martin-Baker Mark 16F00 ejection seat, capable of operation at 0 speed and 0 altitude. An onboard oxygen generating system, developed by Air Liquide, eliminates the need to carry bulky oxygen canisters. The Rafale's flight computer has been programmed to counteract pilot disorientation and to employ automatic recovery of the aircraft during negative flight conditions. The autopilot and autothrottle controls are also integrated, and are activated by switches located on the primary flight controls. The Rafale was one of the 6 aircraft competing in the Indian MRCA competition for 126 multirole fighters. Originally, the Mirage 2000 had been considered for the competition, but Dassault withdrew it in favor of the Rafale. In February 2011, French Rafales flew demonstrations in India, including air-to-air combat against Su-30 MKIs. In April 2011, the Indian Air Force, IAF, shortlisted the Rafale and Eurofighter Typhoon for the $10.4 billion contract. On January 31, 2012, the IAF announced the Rafale as the preferred bidder. It was proposed that 18 Rafales would be supplied to the IAF by 2015 in flyaway condition, while the remaining 108 would be manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, in India, under transfer of technology agreements. The contract for 126 Rafales, services, and parts may have been worth up to $20 billion. The deal stalled, due to disagreements over production in India. Dassault refused to take responsibility for the 108 HAL-manufactured Rafales, as it had reservations about the ability of HAL to accommodate the complex manufacturing and technology transfers of the aircraft. Instead, Dassault said it would have to negotiate 2 separate production contracts by both companies. The Indian Rafale taxis to the runway for takeoff during Aero India 2011. Defense Ministry instead wanted Dassault to be solely responsible for the sale and delivery of all 126 aircraft. In May 2013, The Times of India reported that negotiations were back on track, with plans for the first 18 Rafales to be delivered in 2017. Another point of contention was a provision where Dassault was to reinvest 50% of the deal's earnings into India's defense sectors, either through purchases or technological expertise. In March 2014, the two sides were reported to have agreed that the first 18 aircraft would be delivered to India in flying condition and that the remaining 108 would be 70% built by HAL. In December 2014, it was reported that India and France expect to sign a contract by March 2015. In April 2015, during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Paris, India requested the rapid delivery of 36 Rafales in flyaway condition. Indian Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar stated that these will be inducted into the IAF within 2 years. India officially withdrew the 126 aircraft America tender on July 30, 2015. Shortly after, India and France missed the July target of finalizing the 36 aircraft agreement. The previously agreed upon terms in April totaled $8 billion for 36 aircraft costing $200 million each, with an offset requirement of 30% of the deal's value for France to reinvest in India's defense sector and create infrastructure in India for the Rafale to operate. India is insisting on a 50% offset and 2 bases, which France says will increase price and require separate infrastructure and 2 sets of maintenance, training, and armament storage facilities. In January 2016, the Indian government directed the Indian Navy to undertake detailed briefings with Dassault regarding the Rafale, in a potential start to procurement of the naval version for its aircraft carriers. The government wants commonalities between logistics and spares for fighters with the Navy and Air Force, which could lead to a buy of 54 naval fighters. Dassault CEO, Eric Trappier said in an interview that Indian Navy may order up to 57 Rafales. On September 23, 2016, Indian Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar and his French counterpart, Jean-Yves Le Drian, signed the contract for the purchase of 36 off-the-shelf Rafales in a deal worth €7.8 billion, with an option for 18 more at the same inflation-adjusted price. The first Rafales are expected to be delivered by 2019, and India is set to have all 36 jets within 6 years. The deal includes weapons and spares. The aircraft will be equipped with Meteor-BVRAM missiles. India is considering ordering 36 more aircraft as of August 2017, due to growing tensions with China. The Indian opposition party led by Rahul Gandhi has raised an issue over Dassault partnering with Anil Ambani's Reliance Defence, a private company instead of state-owned HAL. This was further corroborated by media reports that alleged that Dassault was not given an option, and had to choose Reliance Defense as the partnering firm. As a result, both French government and Dassault issued a press release stating it was Dassault's decision to choose Reliance Defense. Rahul Gandhi's party spokesperson, Manish Tiwari, asked for details of the agreement to be made public and questioned if there was an escalation of per aircraft cost from $7.15 billion to $16 billion. In November 2018, Congress alleged that procurement procedures were bypassed in acquisition of Rafale aircraft. A appeal was filed in the Supreme Court, seeking an independent probe into decision to procure 36 Rafale jets and their cost. On December 14, 2018, based on all pricing details along with steps that closed the deal, the Apex Court dismissed all petitions stating it found no irregularities in purchase of the jets. In March 2019, Indian government officials asked for Rafales to replace its aging MiG-21s and to counter Pakistan's newer F-16s. Ahead of the formal handing over of the first Rafale fighter to India on October 8, 2019, the IAF accepted the aircraft at the Bordeaux manufacturing facility of Dassault Aviation in France. The twin-seat jet has tail number RB001 to mark the role played by IAF Chief Designate Air Marshal RKS Bhadauria in finalizing the deal in 2016. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and his French counterpart will be at the official induction ceremony in France. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Footprints for more videos.